Decided I'd show off my new desk light. I've had it a little while just so I could kind of evaluate how it performs, and it's not bad. Gets a little hot though with this bulb, I must say. So do you know what I plan to do with that? I plan to do this. And put something better in there. So I've managed to amass a few lamps now. These are all HID lamps. This is the box that the halogen lamp up there right now came in. Decisions. What am I going to go with? I could go with a quartz metal halide, or I could go with any one of these ceramic lamps. Got a couple of 35 watts here, and these two at the back are 70 watt. These have a slightly different lamp base type. These are RX7S. These are G12, which are the two-prong base. So I'm thinking, out of the two, I'm thinking I might go with the RX7S lamp holders, lamp type. So these 35 watt ceramic lamps are probably going to be out of the equation straight off the bat. So I'm going to put these out of the way. Stick one in the jar light of doom, of course, so I can strike it up, and then we can take a look at these two lamps, see what's so different about them, and figure out which one we want to put in. Before I continue, slight segue. When I said the jar light of doom, I mean the jar light of doom. This is a pickle jar. This is a bayonet lamp holder. This is a G12 lamp holder. And the trick is, stick a lamp in there, whack it in a bayonet lamp holder with a ballast on the other end of it, and you have light. Now, before anybody goes nuts in the comments saying, oh, I'm doing it wrong because these two contacts can arc over, yeah, I'm fully aware of that. Let me just focus in on that. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that, but I haven't run into issues with it, so I'm just going to keep going with that. And it's only a short pulse anyway, so if it does arc over, my fault. But so far it hasn't, so I'm just gonna roll with it. So now we're at yet another impasse. Do I go with the Osram Powerball or the G constant colour? You know what? I'm thinking we'll go with this one. So I'm gonna get my glove. Glove is on the ready. I think we're going to open it from this side. Yes, we are. So I'm just going to plop that out. There it is. You might have seen this one before, because this is one that I've used previously in the desk light of doom, which has since been upgraded just a little bit. So I'm just going to get my glove on. Get the jar lamp into view and just install this lamp in there. This lamp's clean because I cleaned it off with alcohol before I boxed it, and I'm also using rubber gloves so I can actually install it safely. I think you might have noticed the glue's sort of suicided on this light, so it does rock a little bit, but it's not a giant issue. I'm not too fussed. At least it still works. I'm just going to close that, then put that where it needs to be so that you guys can see. So, with that out of the way, let's pick one of these bulbs. Now, since I'm doing video work, I want something with a nice high color rendering index, which puts the ceramic right in there. The Osram Power Star's not bad. According to the data sheet, it does have a Cree index of 80, but this one has a Cree index of 92, so I'm more inclined to go with this one. But before we actually go in there and choose a lamp to install, let's just take a quick look. Let me just find my glove here at each one of these lamps, and then we can make a decision. Okay, so the first one we have is the Osram Power Star. This is a quartz metal halide lamp, and if I just crack this little sucker open, if I can with these gloves on, that would be just give me a second while I get this open. There we go. And this one has a very interesting shape to it. I just pick this up now, and we'll just focus in on that. So as you can see, we've got the quartz arc lamp in there, and then the outer jacket has this very unusual shape to it. like I've said, 70 watt. This is an 830, I believe. Let me just double check, see what we have. This is a deluxe white, so it probably is an 830. Doesn't say. Warm white. It's about as much detail as it goes into, but yeah. So that's that one. And our second option, which I can kind of get away with opening bare hand because it's a little bit easier to get into the box. I'll just give it a little wiggle. And there it is. So this is the Philips CDM TD942 70 watt ceramic. As you can see, it's quite a little bit different to the HQITS, which is the Osram Power Star, as you can see. They're very different shapes, but they have the same lamp size, and they both fit into the holder quite nicely. So I'm going to fire both of these up and see how they look when fully lit. So let's get on to fitting these into the lamp holders. Okay, so I'm going to glove up now, fully, and we are going to install one of these lamps. I'm thinking we'll go with the Osram first, just to see how that looks under the camera. If you can see the glare at all, it's the jar light of doom. As you can see, if I just cover that, that does produce quite a lot of glare. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to disconnect that lamp for a moment. I'm just going to sit the lamp holder there for a minute, and we're going to crack this fixture open. Oh, that's tightening it up. Let the cover swing down. I should have a cloth in here somewhere. Ah, yes. So I just want to give this glass shield a bit of a clean first before I do anything. So I'm just going to do that. Just make sure there's no dust on the reflector. Remove that lamp, because we don't need this halogen anymore. And we'll dump that in the box just to keep it safe, because that could come in handy elsewhere. And we'll take a fresh lamp, the HQITS. That can go in there. We'll just give it a little rub like so, just to twist it in the lamp holder, make sure it's got good contact. It just stops any flash over on the actual connection. And prepare for ignition. I'm going to get you guys nice and close so you can see it, and then we will begin. The lamp, I'm just going to flick the switch. A little bit of a weird start up there, but it does that from time to time. There we go. And we'll just let that warm up, and then we'll sorry, my minor brain fart there. And then we'll just have a look, see what it looks like on the desk. So I will be right back with you guys once it's warmed up. I'm gonna let you see this warm up though, of course. So I think we are pretty much up to temperature. Let me just double check here. Yes, I think we are. Right. Just going to do a little bit of moving around here just to make my desk look a little tidier, but I mean, there's lamp boxes everywhere, so there's not much I can really do about that. There's my spare box. Cool, let's stick that in there. And then we shall take a look at the desk and just see what the colour is like. So let me just grab you guys, bring you down. Okay, so I'm going to stick my hand underneath this. And as you can see, I look like Homer Simpson. It's quite yellow. So I don't think this lamp would be ideal for my use case. Let's get on to the Philips CDMTD and see how that performs. Of course, I'm going to show you how this lamp glows down. It's not as interesting as the ceramic lamps are, but it still has some glow to it when it's hot. As you can see, the halide salts are glowing. There's a little bit glowing on the ignition wire on there. But yeah, what I'm going to do is just let that cool down so it can safely handle it, and then put the ceramic lamp in, see what happens. Okay, it's had sufficient time to cool down, so we're just going to yank this one out. Oh yeah, stone cold. Woohoo! Can plop that down on my mat, so that's good. Whereas the CDMTD, we are just going to get a grip and slam that in like so. Give it a little wiggle again just to make sure it gets good contact. That's about as far as it needs to go, and we'll fire this. So I'm just going to plop this down and we're going to start this up. Alright, so it's warmed up now, and if I put my hand right in front of it, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. So yeah, I think we've got our upgrade right there. I'll still keep hold of that Osram lamp over there just because it's going to be useful if ever this lamp ever goes out, which it probably will in about 15,000 hours time. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and comment, and I will see you all in the next one.